Yo, what it do? Sunday, vacation travel day. So all is good in the Frankie P universe.
Right on, man. Well, welcome to our show, everybody. We thank you for joining. We are hard at work this Sunday morning. No days off.
Mm-mm.
Today is the
Yes, sir.
16th. We're ready to get after it. We're going to get into today's show. We got a lot of good stuff. We got our Whispers in the Wind. It's back. It's back. We did the training day voiceover last week. We got a nice little clip for you guys today. Hopefully it's funny. We hope it is. I think it will be. Then we're going to dive into our sports, and we're going to get into our pop culture, movies, TV, and end today with questions. So let's start this off. We hope you guys enjoy Whispers in the Wind.
Oh, wow. You want me to come out here and help you?
No. Put your hand away. I'm going to wrap it around.
Left hand or right hand?
I'm going to flip the shit out of you.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get back up. Oh,
Nope. I'm going to fucking flip you.
wait over here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me your hand.
Okay.
Nope. Over my head. Over the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
No.
you're so strong. You're strong, individual.
Your fingers.
Ow.
I'm just going to keep doing this shit all day. I can flip you all day.
That's right.
Yep. See that? My forearm. To the face. All day.
Hold
Give
on.
me the
I'm
hand.
gonna get your ass. I'm gonna get your ass, Steven.
Nope. I'm going to bend those fingers. Yep. See this? Look at this, everybody.
Yeah.
And he
Okay.
just falls up. Yep. Up. And another one. Another guy.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure being here. Being a part of it.
Flip. Give me those fingers.
This is so much fun for me. Thank you.
I'm going to spin you and flip you. Spin you and flip you. This is a spin flip. Watch. Flip city all day. I can do this all day. Give me that hand. That's a two-hand flip. Yep. Then another one. Here comes another one. Two-hand flip.
I want some more. I keep coming back to the well. I want more flips.
Folks,
Catch ya.
Sports Talk Skinny time. It's that time where we're going to get you the latest, the greatest in the sports world. Frankie P, catch us up, dude. What is going on out there in the sports world?
Yeah, so we're getting on to sports world. Just keeps on ticking. Looks like college football is canceled. We touched on that earlier this week. It's not looking good. SEC, where it just means more. They want to play. Southern boys want to play some football, and they are going to try. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Will they have football? Will they not? Who the hell knows? I don't know. Some people have been throwing around 2 college football seasons in 1 calendar year. Don't know how you make that work, but interesting ideas getting thrown around the idea universe. So there's that. You had yesterday was your first play-in game in NBA history. Blazers, Grizzlies. Interesting thing they really didn't talk about to the end, but the Grizzlies would have had to beat Portland twice to get into the playoffs. So Portland took care of them in game 1, so they're going to face the Lakers, 1 versus 8 seeds, some pretty good matchups. Dude, Damian Lillard, put some fucking respect on this guy's name. Balled out again, carried Portland to the playoffs. So I'm starting to think Dame time's legit. It was a good game yesterday. I don't know if you got to see highlights, but there were some good little dagger threes at the end. John Morant had a little coming out party. That guy's quick as shit, a little AI. But yeah. Did you see any of that? It was a pretty good little game, and NBA playoffs are starting.
I saw some highlights. I had to work back in the bar, man. Back in the bar. So that means I'm going to be watching lots of sports. Yeah. Got to catch a couple of NBA games. I think the 2 games I watched was like the Clippers and I want to say it was OKC. And I don't know if they were playing games or they were still doing exhibitions, but the Philly game I watched, Philly absolutely blew out. I forget who they're playing, but yeah, NBA playoffs are here.
Yep, loving it. So who, if you had to pick a team, I know we kind of talked about it last time, but you still sticking with your guns or who you got?
I like Portland, man. I like Portland. I think the Dame, like you said, dude, Dame time is real. And if they could upset LeBron in the first round here, dude, that's your Cinderella story. I'm going to stick with my dark horse, Portland, man. What about you?
I like that pick. It's interesting. He is playing so well. Him and the other guard, CJ McCollum, balling out. So I think the Lakers. I think sleeper Rockets. I think I'm going to take the Lakers, though, all the way. Just LeBron, Anthony Davis is going to be a formidable duo. But that's just me. I'm very excited. Like you said, playoffs are here.
Dude, so quick question. Do you think LeBron loves the shortened season where he doesn't have to just go through a full season where he's like taking these days off intermittently? Or do you think he prefers the long season?
That's an interesting question. I don't know. I'm surprised you haven't really seen that asked of the players. I guess it's yet to be determined maybe why I haven't seen it. But I think, I kind of like the short sprint. Just use all the gas in the tank. Use the NOS right up. So it'll be interesting. But then quickly, did you see like the NBA's like testing they've been doing is like carrying over, like the United States like is now using the same testing format the NBA was using. It's like this rapid saliva test. And so they like carried over some the NBA like has been doing such a good job in the bubble. And now they're like using these new tests. That was just breaking news yesterday. So looks like a positive step in the right direction.
Dude, that's why I said I think NBA is providing the best product right now. It's because of all these protocols and everything they've set up. No other sports really doing the bubble. NHL is kind of with the 3 locations, but I love how NBA, it's like one giant like AAU tournament where like all these NBA teams are just like at this AAU tournament for 3 months. Like it's kind of interesting to see, but I like it, man. They're doing a great job with it.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's funny you say that. Yesterday at the card stores, I had to hear a lot of secondhand sports talk, and a lot of people were saying AAU. They're comparing it to AAU basketball, which they say is a little bit different. They're like saying guys can't perform without fans, or some perform better without fans. So it's just interesting. It really is. And then did you see this? This funny little story popped in my head. Didn't have this on here. But you see the Seahawks guy that cut him, rookie cornerback, for sneaking a girl into the bubble, and he had her like dress up in like Seahawks like gear and make her look like a player, and he got caught and they cut him.
Yeah, undrafted free agent rookie. What an idiot, dude. You make it to the pinnacle of your career in the NFL. You have an opportunity of a lifetime in front of you. You screw it up because you want to mess around with a chick. That is like the ultimate dumb move. What an idiot. He deserves to be cut.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I was just like, such a baffling story, and people put that pussy on the pedestal. Man, can't be doing that. But then you had UFC 252 last night. We finally somewhat had a decent fight, if you will. They hyped this one up. The hype brigade was going strong. Biggest, craziest UFC heavyweight fight in history. It was Daniel Cormier versus Miocic, Stipe Miocic. And it went the distance. A lot of eye poking going on. Both got poked in the eyes at certain points. But Daniel Cormier, the GOAT, was trying to go for the trilogy. He ended up losing by decision. So it's tough go around last night. Sugar Sean O'Malley, the big favorite, the new Conor McGregor, he lost as well. So it was an injury. Yeah.
I have not been up to speed on my UFC, but dude, while we're talking about fighting, this has like not been hyped up at all. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. fight. Like, I think that's coming up in like a month or two.
Yeah.
Like, who do you have in that fight? Like, that's going to be I might actually watch that.
Yeah. I think it may be on like cable. I'm not exactly sure how they're doing it. I don't know if it's going to be pay-per-view or cable, but yeah, I don't know. I don't ever sleep on Mike Tyson, dude.
Dude, I have my money all in on Mike Tyson, man.
He's
going to
loco.
Absolutely destroy Roy Jones Jr.
Man, that guy loves it, dude. He loves his fights. He loves a good fight.
Yeah,
so,
man. He's like one of the all-time GOAT fighters, man. Yeah. Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. Like, obviously, Muhammad Ali's one. I think Tyson's two, man.
I always forget this because I want to like Mike Tyson, but he like went to jail for a while.
He went to jail like 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like a.
Like, it was for like rape, I believe.
Unless you're like killing people or sex trafficking like children. Like, I mean, I feel like if you're a fighter, that's part of the lifestyle, you know?
Yeah, you definitely, definitely going down roads most people don't go down. But yeah, that kind of takes us in. That's kind of the pop culture event that really hasn't been getting that much hype. But I've got a sleeper. I've got a deep, dark sleeper. And I'm taking us into pop culture. I'm taking us into TV shows. I'm taking us into video games, a new video game. I've been seeing a lot of this online in the media. this new game called Fall Guys. Have you seen it? It's like you're like a little guy. You like climb like little courses, and like all you do is run, jump, grab, and throw. But you're like a little character.
No, dude, I
But
haven't
yeah, it's
seen it.
like going crazy right now. It's called Fall Guys. It's $20. I don't have it,
I'll have to look this up.
but I'm very close to getting it. It's like very like an all ages game, I guess, but it's like
Mhm.
very colorful. It's for kids. There's like cool music going on, but yeah, it's just like a competition. Like it's like battle royale, like Warzone. You start off with like 100 people, but then it's just like a giant race, and then you qualify. And as you qualify, like at the end, it's like 10 people all racing on simple stuff, but like the thing I've been seeing online is like people fucking over other people. So like they'll stand at the finish line while people are trying to get up there and like throw you off the top of the map, and you have to go start again. So like like little Betsy and little Jimmy are trying to win. They're like, "Mom, I'm gonna win!" And then like Ninja or whatever, a real gamers up there just kicking everyone off. So it's been pretty funny.
Sabotaging.
Yeah. So that's a video game I may get, but you just threw it on here. Another video game coming out the 21st. What we got?
Dude, PGA 2K1.
Ooh.
I'm so stoked for this game, man. And it's coming out, I guess, this upcoming weekend, next weekend. I know what I'm going to be doing all next weekend. I'm going to be building characters. I'm going to be playing seasons. I'm going to be playing online. I am such a huge Tiger fan when it comes to video games, and I am stoked for PGA 2K1. You can make your own courses. You can create your own courses, share your courses with your buddies. I think we are going to make a massive league where we're going to get all of our buddies together and play this game, dude. I'm so stoked for it. What about you?
Yeah, super pumped. I mean, there hasn't been a game, golf game, video game in a while. There's the Rory and then yeah. So but still like 2 years since that came out. So this is a reboot of the franchise 2K. They're bringing it back to the game. They did have a game in a while, the 2000s. But yeah, dude, I think you hit the nail on the head, dude. Making your own course, making your own character is very, very fun. Especially the courses. Like you said, you can share them with your buddies. That means people online that are better than us are going to make replica cool-ass courses, get around the copyright infringements, and then we'll just be able to download, turn the Royal Troon or the Master Augusta. So pretty stoked as well. 21st, definitely getting that, definitely playing all-nighters, staying up all night. So
Yeah,
we got that. Also coming out tonight, Frankie loves the unique shows. He loves the different. He likes stuff that isn't the normal. I don't even know what the show is really about. The trailer's wild. Lovecraft Country. I can't even pronounce it. HBO, based on a book. Comes out tonight at 9. Watch the trailer. I'm not even going to try to describe what it's about. It's like aliens, racism, like Jim Crow, 1950s, but like fucking, I don't even know, dude. Just watch the trailer. Yeah, it's freaking wild. So I love HBO though, so I'm gonna watch it. I'll give you guys a little review on Tuesday of it. But I'm stoked, dude. Euphoria, they've been pumping out some new, different stuff, and it's like the Perry Mason was different. I don't know if it was that good, but I'm gonna watch a Lovecraft Country, and I'll tell you. So.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you have me intrigued with this. As soon as you say aliens, I'm in, man. I'm about to actually look this up because I want to see.
Yeah, check it out. And then while we're on that, HBO, dude, Hard Knocks. You told us last time we were filming, it was on. My big takeaway, dude, from that, I actually liked it. It was one of the better Hard Knocks episodes because it really like painted the professional athletes as just like you and I. Like I was telling my wife, like the funniest thing to me was that they showed like the compilation of everyone taking the COVID test, and every single player reacted the exact same way. I thought that was really funny. They're all nervous. They all didn't want to take it. They all didn't want to get their blood drawn, like just like you and I, which like it's just, you think of these guys as like superhuman and stuff. And it's like Aaron Donald, a 99 in Madden, is like turning his head because he doesn't want to get pricked with a thing to give blood. And it's like he's probably one of the toughest guys on the planet. So I thought that was cool. Dude, Sean McVay, don't like that guy.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
I'm sorry. Anthony Lynn, like I love that they were painting that one guy was like grilling ribs, like every man's man, smoking a cigar, drinking a beer. And then you got fucking Sean McVay in his fucking mansion. Like he wasn't checking in on any of his players. Like he didn't care at all. It seemed like he just had a hot ass like his little fiance. And just like it was just so weird. I'm team Lynn. That other coach was so much cooler. McVay was like just whining and crying the whole time. I didn't like McVay. He seemed like the millennial coach, old school coach. I'm going old school all the time.
Dude, McVay is a Marist guy. Like, what do you
Oh yeah,
expect,
it's
man? He's
true.
sitting in his like little penthouse in his pool, teaching his dog tricks with the basketball. Like, I mean, I don't have any grudges with the guy. I just think how he comes off is maybe a little out of touch
High
with
maintenance.
your like everyday average American. But I mean, when you're in a position like that, like, I guess you are kind of living in this like fantasy world of like NFL like grandioseness. So
Yeah.
I mean, oh, by the way, real quick, Lovecraft Country, 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh yeah,
I just saw the trailer and I was like, that show seems crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Which is
But
cool.
I got a couple shows that I've been
Yeah.
hawking. All right, the first one, I actually watched this last night. Rob Schneider, who's in all the Billy Madison production movies, the Adam Sandler movies, does a stand-up special. It's really funny. I think it's more suited for kind of like your middle age, your late 20s, 30s, 40s crowd. And he does a lot of good impressions and stuff. I thought it was a funny special. If you have a chance, watch it. It's definitely funny.
Yeah, I like him. He's a sleeper actor for me. I like a lot of his movies, but it's kind of one of those guys like Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. Like, you know,
Right.
you don't like people when you say that like roll their eyes, right?
Yeah.
But just a funny movie though, actually. Like, I mean, I like the dumb comedies like that. So big Rob Schneider fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I got it. Stand up. It's tough for me to just sit down
I
and
know.
just stand up. You know, just a personal thing. But
Stand-up for me is like late night. I'm about to fall asleep. I want to watch something for like 45 minutes. I'm sleeping the last 15 minutes. But the other show that I have was watching this one last night, and this one is interesting because you see the title, you're like, what the fuck is this? It's called How to Buy and Sell Drugs Online Fast, and it's like a very Euphoria type show where it's mostly based on Gen Z, which is the generation below us, the iGen, and it's based in Germany, but they do like English voiceovers and they're talking in English. So I don't know if it was like they wanted to cover up the German accents, so like all the people's accents are English. But a really good show, dude. It's just like about these two like nerd kids, how they kind of stumble into this world where they're selling drugs online. Very interesting. Kind of got that Euphoria dynamic with the HBO show. If you have a chance, I mean, it's not like a 10 out of 10, but it's definitely entertaining. I definitely recommend giving it a good watch.
yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I've
have
seen
you
it
seen it?
on the Netflix. No, I've seen like it pops up on my little thing
Yeah,
while
it's
I'm
worth it,
scrolling
dude.
through.
I think it gets good by like episode 2, and then you kind of dive in. And
Um,
the last show I do have for you folks is Connected, the hidden science of everything. Very much so like a like Planet Earth science Bill Nye show, where I've only watched a few episodes, but it's very like broad, where it talks about the world, how it's connected, what the science is behind everything, and how people behave and all this kind of different stuff. Very cool show. If you're into that kind of stuff, definitely recommend watching it. All those are on Netflix. I am your Netflix master, your sensei.
yeah, you really are. It's impressive. It is impressive. I've always stated that. And quickly, two things that just popped in my head is as we go into the questions is, dude, I've been like following this one guy on Instagram, like Devin. I don't even know his last name. Not really paying that much attention, but he's bear crawling the New York City Marathon.
What?
And he's been getting a lot of publicity lately as it gets closer. But he's doing it for like mental awareness and for charity, help disabled veterans. But dude, I'd been noticing in all his little videos, he's like a really crazy. Like all this guy does is work out 24/7. Drinking the Pedalite, constantly just crushing it. I've been seeing that by the younger kids that work out, like they're at the park, all have the Pedalite like in the like a Yeti frozen solid, just bust it out of the ice and just start drinking it. So dude. I thought it was for babies. I don't know.
No, dude.
Not for babies.
Pedialyte gets you hydrated. It keeps your muscles right. No cramps.
Dude, yeah. Like he was like drinking it like water. You're right. No, I've never seen anyone do that. I was like, damn, dude, this guy's on
Throw
the
a little
trends.
Pedialyte in your life, man.
Yeah,
See what
yeah,
happens. Like I tell you, dude, I think it's one of the best drinks on the market. I love it.
Yeah, I just maybe like was concerned that if you drink too much of it, it's bad for you. Has that just completely made up myth by me?
I mean, I don't know what an
It's too much.
overload of
Yeah.
sodium or potassium does for your body, but like I feel like your body probably gets rid of that if it
Yeah.
just has excess, like vitamin C, it just kind of goes through your system as excess. So I would assume, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, not advising
Yeah.
people to go
Yeah.
drink 500 gallons of Pedialyte, but a bottle a day keeps a doctor away.
Yeah, and you are the Netflix sensei, and so that kind of pulls me into another question.
Okay.
Is I fall in this habit every time. My wife hates it about me, but we'll sit on the couch and say, "What do you want to watch?" I don't know, dude. I hit Netflix. I can tell you every show on Netflix. I never watch them. I know everything they got, and then I'll scroll through Netflix. Not seeing anything. Then I'll scroll through Hulu, whole thing, everything they got. Then I'll go to Disney Plus. Then I'll go to Amazon Prime. Then I'll go to HBO. Then I'll go back to sports, see what's going on in the sports shows, back to sing. And by that time, it's been an hour. We haven't watched anything. And I'm just looking at what I have. Like, I pay for the streaming services just to look at what they offer. I don't even watch the show. So do you ever do that? Or
Yes.
is that
I catch myself in a very vicious trap where I will watch movie trailers for like 45 minutes and I'll be like, okay, I'll watch this trailer. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to put that one on the list. That's going to be top 5 options for tonight. And then, it's like, I found another one. Oh, this trailer looks good. And then it's like, you get a list of like 3 or 4 things. You're like, I like this one, but that one look good. What kind of mood am I in? Am I in a like action movie? Do I want to watch something funny? Do I want a rom-com? And then it's like you just kind of fire away, and then you just pick what you pick.
Yeah, it's a funny little thing. You like the holes we go down. So I'd be interested to see Netflix numbers, like how much time people are actively scrolling
That would
compared
be
to actively viewing. But yeah, that's kind of my question. And then while that, I was like watching. I'm in this like sports movie fix lately. Do you have a favorite sports movie? And if you do, what is it? And what sport movies come to your mind when I say that?
All right, good question. I'm gonna give you my top 5 because
Oh,
I think there's just a lot of movies out there. But top 5 sports movies. First one that came to my head was Moneyball. That was probably one of the best sports movies I had seen in the past maybe 5 to 10 years. Number 2 for me, this is the dark horse sleeper. Not a lot of people think of this. Basketball. If that was like a 90s movie where the South Park guys made this
yeah,
movie
yeah,
about basketball. And by the way, that is such an awesome sport, basketball. It's literally baseball, but you're shooting a basketball into a hoop. Like, I thought that movie was hilarious. Number 3 for me, The Replacements with Keanu Reeves, Falco. That was
yeah.
also another great
Sleeper.
football movie. One of the most iconic football movies of really the 90s. And then you got Air Bud. Dude, Air Bud, fucking sports movie, dog playing sports. Like, what
Yeah.
better kind of movie? And then I'm going to end it number 5, The Blind Side. Such a great movie with, what was her name? I forget
Sandra Bullock, I think.
Sandra Bullock. Such a great story. Like, I think that was the one sports movie I cried. I definitely cried during that one. What about you?
Yeah, so you came super prepared. I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is just The Natural. It's like a baseball movie with
Oh, yeah,
Robert Redford. It's not
Yep.
really. It's a classic Frankie P movie. Sleeper, slow. Nothing really happens ever. Just good story, good acting.
Yeah.
Good acting. I like that. Dude. Another one I thought you were gonna say that you didn't was not Tropic Thunder. Will Ferrell basketball movie. I can't even think of it right now.
Oh, yeah,
Semi-Pro.
Semi-Pro.
Is a funny movie. That's a funny. I just popped in my head. I didn't have that on the list. But Natural, Miracle. I'm a sucker for like the old school true stories, inspirational movies like that. So, but what popped it up was that new Ben Affleck movie. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like this new basketball one. I haven't seen it yet, but I plan on
Way
watching it
Back?
on vacation. It's like The Way Back. Or is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't
So,
seen it, but I was scrolling through when I saw this question pre-show, and I was like, I didn't even know Ben Affleck did a sports movie.
yeah, it seems like it was like I forget what they copied, but it's like the exact same storyline as some other movie.
Coach Carter.
Yeah.
It looked very much so. And then, dude, I have a couple other ones that just popped in my head. Major League, that whole series, such a classic baseball. I could run through the baseball gamut of movies. And then you have Angels in the Outfield, dude. Those are
I
classic.
saw that on TV the other day.
Classic sports movies, man.
I think someone like that I didn't even realize was in that movie, Angels in the Outfield. Like the little kid.
Yeah.
He's like a famous actor now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the sports movies. So.
Sports movies, gotta love them, dude. Well, I guess since we're on movies, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you this question: Is
Ooh.
top 5 war movies / TV shows? I know last week you recommended that I watch Midway. I did. Very well done movie. But what are the top 5 for you?
That's a good question. I see. Your list is up here in front of me. I mean, The Patriot, I definitely like that. I remember like the first time I ever watched that movie, it was like a powerful experience. Believe it or not, like I was like watching it like as like a 10-year-old. I was like, holy crap! Like this movie's crazy. Like when he's in the little woods and he takes out like the whole battalion by himself. Like I'll never forget seeing that the first time. I thought that was like one of the coolest scenes. The Rock. As a war movie, another one, first time viewing. Like I'll never forget that Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage, like when they're having a standoff with the guy in Alcatraz, and the rock falls down, and they think it's like a gunshot, and everyone starts shooting, and everyone dies, and Nicolas Cage is like left there, by himself, the whole little team he was with. That's just a cool scene. So I'd say The Rock, The Patriot are good. I'm a sucker for old school movies. So I mean, Midway was up there. I really enjoyed that.
Okay, that made it in there.
But I'm gonna let you knock it out. I'm gonna think on this for a little bit.
Yeah.
But those are the first that come to mind.
So the first movie, dude, all-time war movie. And real quick, I'm gonna premise this is that I don't necessarily per se like war at all, but I like the stories about the people and the characters inside of a lot of these movies, and like the hardships they had to go through, and kind of just how they portray it. So like I just think Hollywood like in a way brainwashes us to like be desensitized to these types of movies and that kind of stuff. So that's my little soapbox I'm gonna get down though. And first movie that comes to mind, Saving Private Ryan, classic movie. So many good actors: Vin Diesel, Matt Damon, Tom Hanks. Like the list goes on and on. That one. Second war movie is Full Metal Jacket. I believe it was a 1980s movie, Vietnam. Very good movie. That was like the all-time like behind the scenes Vietnam, like what the hell actually happened over there. Band of Brothers / The Pacific. Those two series, one of my all-time favorites. I've probably watched both of those series like 4 times each. You said The Patriot, classic. A lot of people sleep on the Revolutionary War. That was probably one of the biggest wars the U.S. has ever fought. And then my last one is Inglourious Bastards.
Ooh.
Very good World War II movie. All about the history and all that kind of stuff behind the movie. So those are my all-time top war movies.
Yeah, that's a good list. The one I was like, I couldn't think of was 1917. I recently saw that like in theaters. That's a really good movie.
Yeah.
By the way, and just quickly, I'm just kind of looking through, racking my brain. Other ones that kind of pop up, other than 1917, is that movie. What's with Mark Wahlberg? He's like the last guy in the battalion or whatever, and he has to like survive. That's a good one. Lone Survivor.
Yeah.
And that one's just a good one. And then Unbroken. It's like a POW story. I forgot about that movie. The guy has to like hold the wood up over his head while they like beat him. And he does it, and it's just like like you were saying, it's the stories of the people. It's like the overcoming adversity, the trials to get to the finish line. So, yeah, dude, I'll always love a good war movie. So.
Good stuff, dude. Well, I got 2 more questions.
We got
it's fantasy football's right around the corner, man. I know. I've been doing a little bit of homework. All right, but if you had the first pick today, who are you picking?
Yeah, so if I have the number 1 overall pick, I mean, it's just got to go with the Christian McCaffrey, just because, I mean, the guy gets so many catches, and running back well is very there's not many running backs there you can get. So I would take Christian McCaffrey or workhorse running back. Who would you take?
That's a good question. A lot of people are going to go some of the quarterbacks first round. I am always in the house of running back, wide receiver for my first 2 picks. So for me, I haven't really been doing a lot of homework. But I know Christian McCaffrey. I like Saquon Barkley. He's been like low down on the list though, like top 10. But dude, I still think Saquon's gonna have a great year if that O-line in New York could fucking pull together.
I was hearing he was playing hurt a lot last year. He like tried to fight through an ankle the whole year, and we all know that. Will hamper you. So, but yeah, That's
Yeah.
and just quickly, you will be getting an email from the commissioner of our league. This week. This is the week my vacation week. I get my life back together and get the fantasy going back again. So
Good deal, man.
can't
Well,
wait.
I'm excited. Very excited. Last question for you, dude. This is just a deep thinker, man. This is a deep thinker. Do you work to live or do you live to work?
Do I work to live or live to work? I think I work to live.
Work to live. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fair
Fair
enough.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'll go with that.
I think for me, I live to work because what I work right now, I'm unemployed. So like I'm living to work, and our work is our podcast. It's creating content. It's having fun. So I think for me, work is supposed to be something, I enjoy. And so I live to do what I enjoy. So therefore I live to work.
Yeah. I got to get there. I'm nice in the middle. I'm working and living. I'm working and living.
Good stuff.
Living it. But yeah, no, classic one. I hope we get another one in on vacay. I'll be hitting you up. A lot of free time. So
yeah, dude. Well, thanks for joining today's show. If you haven't subscribe, we're on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Hit that notification button so every time we post something, you guys see it. Thank you for joining today's show. We appreciate it. Until next time, deuces.
goodbye.